Welcome everybody. My name is Tim Sandy and I'm a VMware Systems Engineer. In this enablement session, we're going to cover what's new in Virtual SAN or VSAN 6.2. So let's get started. For those of you that are new to vSAN, it is VMware's software-defined storage solution built from the ground up for vSphere virtual machines. It abstracts and aggregates locally attached disks in a vSphere cluster to create a storage solution that can be provisioned and managed from vCenter and the vSphere web client. Virtual SAN is a hyper-converged storage that is a storage and compute for VMs that are delivered from the same x86 server platform running the hypervisor. It integrates with the entire VMware stack, including features like vMotion, high availability, distributed resource scheduling, and many other features that are native to vSphere. VM storage provisioning and day-to-day management of storage SLAs can all be controlled through the VM level policies that can be set and modified on the fly. Virtual SAN delivers enterprise class features, scale and performance, and making it the ideal storage platform for virtual machines. The rapid innovation around Virtual SAN has not slowed down since its onset. We're excited to be releasing our 4th edition of Virtual SAN, which is 6.2, after introducing the first versions only 24 months ago. With each update, we've delivered greater value to our customers through key new features, really positioning us to be now ready to handle any virtual machine workload. With Virtual SAN 6.1 that we released last September, we introduced key availability features such as stretched clusters for near continuous protection. Virtual SAN 6.2 represents another major advance, like I said. In this release, we are adding the much anticipated suite of space efficiency features, which includes deduplication, compression, and erasure coding. In addition, the new quality of service or QoS controls help guarantee SLAs, and we can continue to enhance the management capabilities. We continue to innovate. We have had rapid customer adoption of vSAN since its onset. This has made it clear that Virtual SAN is delivering significant value over traditional IT infrastructures. As we talk to existing repeat customers, we hear from them and they highlight 4 primary ways that vSAN is helping them differentiate their business. The first, by eliminating management complexity. The second, by reducing IT costs without the trade-offs of an inferior solution. Third is turbocharging application performance. And finally, the fourth, preparing them for future growth and scale. So again, the first business issue that we just mentioned was complexity. VMware's hyperconverged storage, or HCS, is radically simple. It offers one integrated software stack, one platform for compute, storage, and networking. And policy-based automation and management make it that much easier to manage and reducing the complexity. Virtual SAN is managed through the vSphere web client and vCenter server interface. Virtual SAN is enabled at a cluster level and can be done by clicking a radio button, as you see here. Management is all done through the vSphere web client using the same tool sets that is used for your normal vSphere administration. Not only does this not require a new management tool or training for it, but it also enables anyone who knows vSphere to manage Virtual SAN, even if they're not a storage expert. So this is where it all starts. Without storage policy-based management, many of the VMware HCS advantages would not be possible. While sometimes overlooked, storage policy-based management is a key enabler for simple software-defined storage. VMware's software policy-based management framework allows you to determine storage requirements on a per VM basis based on the needs of the applications running on the individual VMs. Simply define the amount of capacity, the performance, and availability for each VM, and then vSAN matches those defined requirements to underlying storage infrastructure. Previously in vSAN 6.1, we added advanced troubleshooting and health reporting. In vSAN 6.2, we took management a step further and added performance and capacity monitoring capabilities. This provides administrators the needed information to effectively manage vSAN as though they were managing a traditional hardware storage solution. With this launch, the deployment choices are being expanded even further. Partners are now enabling customers to design VMware HCS-based systems with maximum flexibility of hardware, software, licensing, and support. Customers can choose to get factory installed the VMware Hyper-Converged software, namely vSphere and Virtual SAN already on the appliance already for them. They can also use their existing vSphere and vSAN licenses or buy new licenses from an OEM vendor if need be. So we're now offering them flexibility to use existing licenses or buy new ones, whichever suits them best. Customers can continue to purchase support from VMware or leverage a single vendor model by getting support for both hardware and software from their OEM of choice. The second business issue we mentioned was related to cost. Cost is always something that's on every business's mind. So vSAN offers the lowest cost hyper-converged infrastructure or HCI solutions. It offers a total cost of ownership savings of 50%. You can achieve greater space efficiency by using the new deduplication and compression options. And the all-flash option offers a cost as low as $1 per usable gigabyte, which we've not seen before with all-flash storage. So again, we're making this extremely cost-effective to be able to run an all-flash option for customers, and it's cheaper than ever. Again, when using the all-flash option, we're seeing a 7 times reduction in storage use when using deduplication and compression. When using erasure coding, which is RAID 5.6, we increase the usability storage capacity by 100% when configured for failures to tolerate of 2. When we configure failures to tolerate of 1, we see a 50% increase in usable storage. So huge increases in storage usability, even while maintaining our protection levels that we're looking for in the event of failures. The third business issue is performance. VMware's HCI solutions are the best performing storage solutions for all your needs. Because it is kernel embedded storage, the performance is superior to others. It also makes expanding easily with its elastic and linear scalability. vSAN offers 2 configurations, the all-flash and the hybrid architectures. There is a all-flash based caching tier, which can be configured using flash devices like SSDs, PCI cards, as well as the new NVMe. The flash caching tier dramatically improves the performance of storage operations. In all flash architectures, the flash-based caching tier is intelligently used as a write buffer only, while another set of SSDs forms the persistent tier to store data on. Since this architecture utilizes only flash devices, it delivers extremely high IOPS of up to 100K per host, which is also have predictable low latencies associated to them as well. In the hybrid architecture, traditional magnetic disk hard drives are used for the persistent data tier. In this type of architecture, you can get up to 40,000 IOPS per server host. Another new feature of vSAN 6.2 is the ability to use quality of service, or QoS. This gives you the ability to get complete visibility into IOPS consumed per VM or even per virtual disk. It is as simple as a single click to enable and configure the limit for that particular VM or virtual disk. This ensures that non-critical VMs do not take or consume those resources away from those business critical VMs and affecting their performance. By using QoS, this will ensure that you meet your required SLAs and that those business critical applications have the resources that they need. The fourth business issue we discussed was scale and growth. Our hyperconverged infrastructure solutions can quickly and easily scale up and out on a granular level. It is built for business-critical applications, as well as designed for the future to accommodate the newer cloud-native applications as well. As you see here, vSAN is capable of these amazing maximums, which will ensure it meets the needs of the businesses and their business-critical applications. vSAN has up to 64 hosts in a single vSAN cluster, a total of 6,400 VMs, can perform an amazing 6 million plus IOPS, and provide you an outstanding 8.8 petabytes of data. So you can see that vSAN is more than enterprise ready. Virtual SAN allows you to easily either scale up or scale out your vSAN cluster. For scaling out, add another server to add capacity and performance. Each server in the hybrid configuration contributes hard drives to increase capacity and an SSD to contribute to performance. For scaling up, You can scale up for capacity by adding more hard disk drives. You can scale up for capacity by adding more hard drives, and you can scale up for performance by adding additional SSDs. In the end result is that you are able to elastically and granular scale your storage system in a non-disruptive way. It eliminates the need to make large upfront investments, that CapEx investment, and gives you linear predictability for forecasting your budgets in the future. So now that we've gone through all the advancements in VSAN 6.2, let's quickly cover the licensing and associated changes. VSAN now has a total of 4 editions. The first is Standard Edition, providing you with those core VSAN capabilities, which hasn't changed except for adding the software checksum capability in 6.2. The second is the Advanced Edition, which then adds the capability to have all-flash architecture, as well as use deduplication, compression, and erasure coding. Notice that the new capabilities such as the deduplication, compression, and erasure coding are available in the all-flash configurations only. The third is Enterprise, which adds the ability to use stretch clusters and the quality service that we talked about. And finally, the fourth that a lot of people don't realize that we have or are unaware of is vSAN Robo Edition, which is the only edition that's based on VMs rather than per CPU licensing. It comes in a 25 VM pack that can be split up across several physical remote sites, but it is limited to only one 25 VM pack per physical site. Just to go over vSAN Robo a little bit more detail to clarify a few things that might be good to know. vSAN Robo offers customers the ability to deploy vSAN with only 2 physical nodes at the remote site instead of the normal 3-node minimum requirement. This is for customers that have a small footprint at the remote sites and want to reduce the resources and associated costs to them at those remote sites. They will need to centrally manage and manage the remote sites with a single vCenter server from their main data center, which is where a third vSAN virtual node will reside. So it still uses a third node, but that is a virtual ESX host and vSAN node rather than a physical one such as normal. There are additional technical aspects to this configuration, so be sure to get with your technical resources when considering the vSAN Robo licensing option. The vSAN Robo option may not be the right choice for some customers and their specific needs, so again, just get with your technical resource to make sure you clarify that it is a good fit. With the new enhancements in vSAN 6.2, this changes the thinking on if you should go with either the hybrid or the all-flash configuration. In previous versions, most would go with the hybrid configuration when they were looking for a more cost-effective vSAN option. Now with the new space savings enhancements for the all-flash configuration, it makes sense to go with this option because it greatly reduces the price per gig. So the benefits of going to this all-flash architecture is on average, again, it's 48% cheaper than other vendor all-flash solutions. It's faster and capable of more than 3 times the IOPS than the hybrid configuration. And the SSDs are more reliable than traditional hard drives, so you don't have failures to deal with on a regular basis like you would a standard hard drive. So paying a slightly increased amount for the all-flash option actually gets you greatly increased IOPS, reliability, and a much lower price per gig point. So it's really more beneficial just to go right to the all-flash option in most cases. Since there's been a change to the edition lineup that we went over, this slide kind of shows how customers with the previous vSAN 6.1 version will be entitled within the new packaging. vSAN Standard remains the same as before, so there's no change. If they've got vSAN 6.1 Standard, they're just going to move to vSAN 6.2 Standard, so no change there. But for people that have the vSAN Advanced, that has changed. So any customers with vSAN 6.1 Advanced will be entitled to the new vSAN Enterprise 6.2 edition. Then as you see for the vSAN for desktop licenses, which is a part of our Horizon packaging, they're entitled in the same fashion that we just covered with the normal vSAN licenses. So if they have standard, then they're just going to get the Virtual SAN for desktop standard in 6.2. If they have Virtual SAN for desktop advanced in 6.1, then they're going to get the Virtual SAN for desktop enterprise for 6.2. So that just kind of shows you the transition and how you're going to handle the entitlements going from 6.1 editions to 6.2. So that completes this session on what's new in VSAN 6.2. I hope the information presented was valuable to you. Thank you for joining me, and keep an eye out for other enablement videos in the near future. Thank you and have a great day.